What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got the 2024 NFL season week 7 recap. Let's check this out.
So we just got done with week 7, and I feel like teams are now starting to fall into this disappointing or very exciting category, and we're starting to figure out where NFL teams stand. So
facts.
Let's get right into the recap. You ever just slam into the corner of a table or stub your toe or something and it kind of hurts for a few seconds, but it doesn't really ruin your day? Yeah, this game's not that. This ruined my day.
But I understand a lot, like every team, well not every team, but most teams have, you know what I'm saying, primetime games and shit. But some teams do not deserve to have primetime games. This game had no business being a primetime game, bro. Let's be for real.
Should be subjected to watch Spencer Rattler versus Bo Nix.
What the fuck was that?
All evening without their full 100% conscious consent, but I didn't even need to say any of that, right? I already knew this was going to be one of those games before I even started watching it, so I mean, the unwatchable aspect of this game wasn't surprising in the slightest, but the Saints' injuries have just been piling on, and the
facts, Olave, Shaheed,
literally the worst thing that could happen to them, because with these injuries, they can't really fire Dennis Allen. If the team just collapsed, that's a whole nother thing, but they didn't. They were quite literally the best team in football through 2 weeks. Then, when Roger released the patch notes and nerfed the Saints into hell with way too many injuries.
Damn, bro, look at this. Carr starting QB, both of their starting receivers. Eric McCoy, I believe, was their starting center. Their gadget player in Taysom Hill, Cesar Ruiz, I think is their starting right guard, if I'm not mistaken. Pete Werner, their starting linebacker, and Paulson Adebo, one of their starting corners. That shit is disgusting.
The season just ended, and even Paulson Adebo lost his season on Thursday. So I mean,
damn, now season ending too.
Of a good quarterback duo either, but. Yeah, this was an absolute Broncos blowout, despite another bad to shit performance from Bo Nix, and Denver.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's time for the Saints to rebuild, but it's time for them to get rid of some key players and get some draft capital, bro. Like Cam Jordan, I feel like his time is up. And Marshawn Lattimore, they can get a lot back from him. You know what I'm saying? How about you trade him to Baltimore? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We can use him over here, bro. Come on.
This video is sponsored by Manda.
No, it's not. No, this video is not sponsored by that. No, sir. We getting right back into the vid, bro. Shout out to bro.
This game was literally just target practice. Two young quarterbacks.
I'm glad to not wake up early to watch this game.
Ready to take their anger out on two bottom 5 defenses, and
I feel bad for whoever did.
It turns out that Trevor Lawrence is better right now, because once again, Drake May continues to play very good football, and overall, this rookie quarterback class is looking absolutely amazing.
And this quarterback class might be better. Well, not might. This shit is already better than the 2021 draft class, or was it 2020? The one with Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones in them, bro.
Context too of
it's already way better than that.
Just not being a good coach right now, what Drake May's doing is very impressive. And I don't know, player coaches need time to learn. I get that, but this whole move to call out your team for being soft by Jerod Mayo and telling the media,
yo, that's crazy.
A move that is either going to work really well or have the entire team revolt against him by week 12. Now, not only did Jerod Mayo do that after the game, but the Patriots also blew a 10-point lead, because the offense is the Patriots' offense, and the defense is also the Patriots' defense, which is just a terrible combination. And they didn't even come remotely close to pressuring Trevor Lawrence once, and what do you know? I'm sensing a pattern here for the Jaguars. Their only 2 wins all season have been against terrible teams that didn't sack Trevor a single time.
That is crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Yo.
And with this win, Doug Peterson now keeps his job for another week, so, you know, take that for what you will, I guess, but at least this game was in London and not at 10 a.m., because it would have just been clogging up the early window, because I don't need Scott Hansen to have to subject himself to watching this game if he didn't have to. He doesn't deserve that.
We lost to them.
Now this
Goff has been balling, bro. 3 straight games over 300 yards passing for this nigga. Goff deserves way more respect, bro. He's not getting enough recognition for how good he's actually been this year, bro.
Heavyweight divisional game. And boy, did we all fucking need this game this week after that terrible 2-game start. But seriously, though, what a fucking football game. I mean, these two teams were dead even for most of the game from what I saw, at least, despite the score being a little bit different. And when we look at the actual stats, it kind of reflected that. Almost the same total yards, passing yards, time of possession, and more. And the crazy thing is, I don't really know who I'm more impressed by. The Lions did come out slow and fell down 10-0, with Jared Goff struggling a ton versus Brian Flores' defense, but then the Lions showed some backbone, which confirms to anyone that didn't believe in them post Aiden Hutchinson tragedy that, no, the Lions are not pretenders. And with Brian Branch reviving the Lions second...
Whoever thought the Lions were pretenders were smoking crack or something. But I feel like this play right here, this play alone cost the Vikings the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though it's in the second quarter, this play resulted in a pick right here. He had Aaron Jones wide open in the flat, bro. Wide open in the flat. And still didn't throw it. And choose to throw towards one of the best safeties in the league this year. And Brian Branch. Nigga turned into Superman in this bitch. Yo.
Scarily, this Lions offense might not really have a weakness. The lazy argument against Goff since the Jeff Fisher days damn near were send a blitz at him and he'll just crumble and throw picks everywhere. But against a team that has blitzed the hell out of Aaron Rodgers and CJ Stroud successfully, against Goff, he went 10 for 11 for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns. This dude is just amazing, and he is genuinely in the MVP conversation right now. And once again, against a defense like
right behind Lamar.
At times, it looked like the Lions offense just had too much talent.
Oh, and by the way, bro, Lamar Jackson is now top 5 in passing yards. So for the niggas that dick ride and say Lamar is not a passing QB, go ahead and check that out.
Went on, and once again, that is truly terrifying for the rest of the NFL. But as I was saying, credit to Minnesota, because this was a team that had zero expectations with Sam Darnold, and despite trying to hide Darnold for most of the season and for most of this game, when the Lions forced his hand, Kevin O'Connell was ready to release the Darnold. And he did. And along with the defense making plays and Monty coughing it up, Minnesota made this game a game. And back and forth, it was just as intense as possible for most of the second half. But in the end, the Lions had the football last, and Darnold...
That boy Jake Bates.
A walk-off field.
He would kill that shit, too.
This was an incredible effort from both sides. I don't understand why Vikings fans are so down and depressed from this loss, because they battled back. Yes, they technically blew a lead, but they almost forced the Lions to do the same thing. And this is the best offense in football right now. And they were...
Whoa. Don't go too far now. Come on now. We already know my Ravens are the best offense in football. Hey, the Lions, we neck and neck. But I'll get that edge to my Ravens. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Quarterback still. So
I ain't gonna hold you.
I thought he was gonna crumble, but he didn't. Darnold,
I don't even think we play the Lions this year either, bro.
You know,
that might be a Super Bowl matchup this year, hopefully.
At some point, having Aiden Hutchinson not there anymore is going to hurt the pass defense, because they are asking a lot from that secondary, and I don't know. Just pray that things get better from here.
Man,
86 yards is crazy.
Isn't it kind of
Packers
weird
defense had him on clamps.
Defensive coordinator now? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but something just doesn't feel right.
That's I think the only thing the Packers was missing, like with Aaron Rodgers at QB, they would have a good team like 13-3 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, each and every year, bro. But when it came to the playoffs, it's like they really couldn't do anything because their defense couldn't stop anybody. So now that the Packers have a good defense, they're looking scary. I ain't gonna lie. That was the one thing they were missing.
No, the main questionable
and a good kicker
during this game was Rich Bisaccia and the special teams. Because meanwhile, the Packers defense completely shut down CJ
That was Todd. Oh my gosh, bro. Jordan Love is so fucking cold, bro.
Everyone is starting to realize, wait a minute, CJ Stroud has been pretty disappointing this year. Once again, okay, I've said this a million times, he's still very, very good. Hell, he even made a ton of plays to keep the Texans in the game, and his O-line was questionable at best, but he still has a lot to work on. We forget that he's only a sophomore, and all season long...
Not for real. I can't forget that, too. I had to go lie, bro, because we always hype this nigga up thinking he's like a fifth year, you know what I'm saying, player or some shit. Bro, it's only his second season.
Single touchdown all year long versus pressure, and his mind was boggled all day long.
Bro, Kalen Bullock got up, bro. Yeah,
and they should have won.
Look at this shit. They could try the Lambeau lead.
This supposed battle of gladiators had Jordan Love and the Packers continue to be unstoppable. in spurts. Because Jordan Love's been good for the most part this year, but he needs to overcome his Jameis Winston-itis. He gets
turnovers.
too greedy on some throws, and the only reason Houston was in this game...
That was his problem at the start of last year, bro, the turnovers. But like on the second half of the season, he cleaned those up, bro.
Was almost damn near 100%
So maybe that's
of the offensive production, which
gonna happen this year.
is why I was so worried about the Texans before the season, because I didn't see Joe Mixon's breakout coming, and not many other people did too. So what if Joe Mixon was the Joe
Mixon always been good, bro. Even with the Bengals, he was good.
Versus elite defenses,
But I just like Mixon a lot more now that he's now in the Bengals.
Thank God for Joe Mixon keeping them in this game. And Brandon McManus, a man who was a free agent kicker,
Ice cold.
Various circumstances. That
shit! Yeah, I did hear about that.
I'm not going to comment on further, but he was signed to the Packers and ended up calling game. So. Houston, I just pray that Nico Collins can save you from your own sins.
Facts, bro. You can definitely tell that they miss Nico right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nico is definitely true number wide receiver. We've known that from the jump, but people were still saying, well, Stephon Diggs is your wide receiver one and shit like that. No, it's clearly Nico Collins and it's showing right now.
Indianapolis is one game back. Indianapolis.
For real?
Yeah, this is kind of exactly what I was worried about. Honestly, I was most uncertain about Atlanta's run defense and pass rush, but versus a sick birthday boy in the bald-ass Kenneth Walker, the Falcons did not do a good job of stopping him.
Bro was cooking him on his birthday.
The pass rush was non-existent, and the pass defense was put in a blender because of that. Geno played great, but come the f*** on. A Hail Mary, basically at the end of the half, that's f***ing unacceptable. And Matthew Judon. What are we doing here, man? He literally didn't ask for a new contract just to bet on himself. And this is the worst version of Judon we've probably ever seen. He is doing next to nothing out there, and this Falcons defense is in dire need of something. This game was an annihilation. And this style of play from Atlanta to just have Kirk Cousins try and win a Western shootout with the opposing offense every week isn't even remotely sustainable. And especially against Mike McDonald, who has history with Kirko's wife.
Wait, what? Kirk Cousins' wife, Julia Reveal's wife, Falcons, Week 7, Seahawks. Wait, what?
The right approach. And add on 3 turnovers to 0 from Atlanta, and yeah, that's not getting it done. And for Seattle, they already struck bedrock, so there was no way to go but up. And they did have a nice bounce-back week, but they just need to find a way to keep it up if they're going to try to challenge the Niners for the divisional crown. And that might be a little bit difficult with DK Metcalf getting carted off the field. But
oh my gosh, like, bro, injuries are just so... Like, bro, it's like every week a superstar or star player is getting hurt, bro. Like, this shit gotta stop. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, fuck it just being football. We have never seen an injury bug like this season. Like, yo.
Since then, and we'll see, though. Hopefully it's not that bad.
This shit is crazy,
bro. My fantasy team can't take any more blows, man. Anything's possible! Well, this game quite literally ended in the first 2 seconds when the Browns just fucked the kickoff coverage and the Bengals won the game from there despite an extremely sloppy and discouraging offensive performance for the second week in a row. But
that was clean, I ain't gonna lie.
We're not
that boy
here
Charlie
to
Jones.
Discuss the Cincinnati Bengals, okay? Because, as you know, and as even God knows, Deshaun Watson is no more. He's gone.
And Browns fans cheering and shit, bro. Y'all lame as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Bill is out for the season, and all it took was for some beautiful symbolism for Nick Chubb to return, and that was it.
Nick Chubb.
Good and evil. There must always be balance. But with Nick Chubb getting back out there,
Chubb Hub is crazy.
It wasn't enough, because somehow Dorian Thompson-Robinson is still in the National Football League, and was the QB2 because...
Yeah.
I guess...
Why wasn't Jameis QB2? I don't understand that. I mean, obviously, probably because the Browns just are dickheads, bro.
Browns hate fun?
For real.
But
dumbass niggas.
Putting up a Zach
for real, gang.
Class. Oh my god. Everyone, it's happening. Jameis Winston is playing football.
And Jameis Winston has nowhere.
Oh, there he is.
Winston high, back of the end zone.
That's a dot. That's a fucking dot.
Looking for that high bounce, doesn't quite get it.
Damn it. He had a chance, okay? And I don't know. From here on out, Jameis Winston should be your quarterback, too. I don't know what else to say. You're just playing for fun at this point. It's week 8. You have 1 win. Just throw in Jameis. You might as well, because this year is washed. But Deshaun is gone. Chubb is back. You know, it could be worse, and I don't know. I feel like in like 15 years, Kevin Stefanski is going to write a hell of a book on his time with the Browns.
Then you must have your revenge, my brother.
Yes. We shall start.
Oh yeah, this Saquon's revenge
Daniel Jones
game.
is going to die. It's a miracle he's only had 1 significant injury at this point, but surely that's coming up, right?
Yeah, that O-line can't block for shit, bro.
You appreciate the irony of the Giants having literally the best pass
That nigga
rush in the entire
Saquon.
damn league, and then casually allowing 8 sacks to the Eagles. But also for Philly, we pretty much got the most predictable revenge game possible, as we've seen with other stars disrespected by their franchise time and time and time again. Even with guys on Philly's roster before, people are super appreciative when they get a chance to go against their former teams who absolutely butt them. And Saquon came to this game geared with a 10,000 round fully loaded minigun and just sprayed the Giants all day long. And it could have been even worse for New York, but Saquon will have to settle for almost 200 yards and the tears of Giants fans everywhere as they were forced to watch Horsecock Lock
Oh
in some
my
real action.
gosh.
And,
Wait, whoa, that name is crazy.
but yeah, absolute obliteration from Philly. Poor Sexy Dexy. He deserves better.
Yeah, bro, like, moment of silence for the Will Levis memes, bro. For sure.
I'm going to be honest with you, I almost forgot to write something down for this game. It could have been a trap game for the Bills, but like Carolina,
Really?
it's the Tennessee.
If anybody thought this was a trap game, bro, y'all must be smoking heavy drugs.
Way more than
Yo.
your opponent beat you. And
Because, bro, we know damn well this was going to be a blowout.
Perfectly. And I'm getting more and more worried that if Amari Cooper and Keon Coleman can't come up with more explosive plays, the Bills' offense is going to have way more entire quarters where the offense gets stuck in the shit. Because they were losing to Mason Rudolph. And
Damn, we
Joey
threw the ball.
Chestnut,
What the
just-
fuck?
Let's agree.
Nigga
to not
threw the
talk
ball
about this
40
game and move on.
times.
All right, Buffalo. Those 6 punts in the first half didn't happen, but just know if you were playing against 29 other NFL teams, you probably would have lost this game. Kansas City is running away with the AFC. Fight back.
Whoa. Running away is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They're not running away with shit. Like, bro, it's only a matter of time till they play like shit against an actual good team, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come back to bite them. And they better be lucky that the Niners was hurt, bro. Because if the Niners were fully healthy, I feel like the Niners would probably put belt to ass to them. I ain't even gonna hold you.
whole nother level. I'm geeky.
So, I said it before, but we are living in a world where the Indianapolis Colts are legitimately one of the worst teams in football, but they have a winning record, despite
Crazy.
being injured beyond what life can even comprehend, and have a better record than the 49ers. What? I can't talk about this game, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. If you've been around the channel for a hot minute, you know I love a absolute mess of a game better than almost anyone, but this was a whole different layer of the atmosphere to what I consider palatable for a sports game. Tyler Huntley reverted right back to being the worst quarterback in football, especially with Cosby down, and for almost the whole f***ing game, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, the best wide receiver duo in football, was targeted once. And that
Damn.
isn't any better when Tim Boyle... Tim Boyle... Are you kidding me? Look...
Like, bro. Oh my gosh. This is like ugly to watch. I don't think I've reacted to a single Miami Dolphins game since Tua got hurt. Like, bro, this shit has just been catastrophic, bro. Like, their offense just looks horrible. I think, like, they're averaging, 12 points a game right now? The worst in the league. Like, they need Tua to come back ASAP, or they need to go out and trade for a QB like Marcus Mariota or Bryce Young or somebody along those lines, bro, because they're not winning any games with Tim Boyle or Tyler Huntley at QB. Let's be for real.
me in the eyes, Miami, and tell me that Tim Boyle is better than Ryan Tannehill.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ryan Tannehill here, free agent
right now. I don't get it.
Like,
someone send me a copy of Tim Boyle's resume. This dude must be the most proficient human in Microsoft Office alive. I don't know how he's employed, but I don't know. Good for him, I guess.
Got dirt on the damn Dolphins, bro.
He had one of the worst game-losing drives I've ever seen, capping it off by throwing it out of bounds on 4th down.
That is crazy.
I'm so sorry it's gotten this bad, Miami. People forget your fans are as miserable as me, and it won't end now. So, yeah, the Colts managed to win the game, and look, I could talk about Anthony Richardson and say we need to give him another year of development, but I don't know, dude. I don't have the stomach for it. I even said that last year, and he's just the same player, so I'm just gonna quietly keep my mouth shut in the corner and hope that he's somehow able to develop throughout the season, and hopefully playing time can help that, but we'll see, because I don't know. I just feel bad for Josh Downs. The dude had like 16 targets over the last 2 games and had a singular catch on Sunday, so it's rough out there in Indy. The game of the week was finally here, and I'll be honest, I was wrong. I was fully expecting a 49ers blowout. All year, I think, given the injuries, Brock Purdy has quietly been like a top 3 quarterback in football, and this was going to be the game where the Chiefs' flaws get exposed and the 49ers would blow out the Chiefs and stake their claim as a top 5 team once that didn't happen. Well, you know, it actually could have. Honestly, the Chiefs weren't playing very well at all, mainly because their offense was running through Kareem Hunt and Noah Gray, but I underestimated Steve Spagnuolo again. The Chiefs' defense played very well for the most part and just allowed the 49ers to repeatedly shoot themselves in the foot after getting a great play, and also Brock Purdy just looked dreadful. As was proven in the Super Bowl and in this game, Purdy's still great, definitely underrated, and doesn't deserve to be just labeled as another system quarterback who's easily replaceable, but he's never going to be a top 5 quarterback in the league. He's just perennial top 5 quarterback in the league. He's just perennial top 5 quarterback in the league. He's perennially going to be the 7th best quarterback in football, which, you know, is great, but against Patrick Mahomes, that doesn't get the job done, as Kyle knows. Man, Patrick Mahomes made some plays in this game, though. Well, let's not get that f***ed up. He wasn't amazing overall, again, but there's just no quarterback better at converting, like, 3rd and 4s more than Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs' run game was punishing the Niners all day. Mahomes made great plays. They tried the Super Bowl play again, and I don't know, that really kind of showed how little respect they have for the Niners.
This shit was crazy.
They said f*** it, and Mahomes just ran over Mustafa to end it, while the Niners just continue to seem to be falling apart. They need McCaffrey, and in this game, they had chances to win it, but they blew it. They blew the chances. And we've never seen that from Kyle Shanahan before, right? Trent Williams was punching bros again and got ejected.
Oh my gosh.
Onside kick attempt.
Nah, this shit was just, oh my gosh. That was pathetic. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That Mitch Wishnowsky, I think that's his name, but like, bro, how the hell do you make this horrible of a kick?
Ejected, fights everywhere, a hilarious onside kick attempt from Anders Carlson, the traitor, and Brandon Ayuk tore his ACL and is done for the season. So now with Ayuk just holding their money ransom, off-the-field issues are now honestly probably way worse than the on-the-field problems. This team is on thin ice, and they need to win the division, because I don't know, if they somehow find a way to lose to the Cowboys next week and Seattle continues to win, they're screwed. And someone should just never leave Kyle Shanahan in a room alone, because, I don't know, man, he's starting to scare me. I don't know how much more one person can take. He's aged like 20 years in the last 5 seasons, and it might get worse. What do y'all want me to do anymore? Do you want me to continue to just pretend that I care? Because I don't. I really don't, but you know, I've been through this many times before, and this season is reminding me a lot like 2018, a season I remember very well, unfortunately. It was Gruden's first year as a coach, and it was supposed to be a rebuilding year, and the thing that I vividly remember about that season most was beating the Cardinals and being upset. a little bit, which is really sad, but that's where we're at. And in this game, these two teams were absolutely trash, but somehow had combined wins versus the Ravens and Niners. So there was a chance.
I still don't understand how we lost to these niggas, bro.
Which it wasn't, but it had moments. Aiden O'Connell got hurt, which led to Minshew coming in, and we got even more bafflingly bad throws. So if you're into that, then that was in this game. But despite all of that, all of the shit play, for how terrible we are, we at least have one good drive a game, and with a chance to tie the game with a touchdown and 2-point conversion with Zeus. Zamir White, the Thunder God guy who has been the least efficient running back in football, he was actually breathing life into the run game. Luke Getsy then decides to gouge out his eyeballs, takes an 8-ball to the dome, and starts ear-raping Gardner Minshew into his f***ing microphone Halo 3 style, and dialed up
That's a great tackle
approach, which led to nothing. And then with the game on the line, we got a false start. Wow. How do they keep coming up with new jokes? We keep f***ing ourselves inside the 5-yard line, man. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. Interception again. Gardner Minshew. Game. Series. I hate myself. But yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty good loss overall. I'm not that upset. I didn't really care throughout the entire game. It was just kind of on in the background while I was barely watching it. But Cam Ward, here we come. And I don't know. Me personally, I truly believe in the 2-15 season. So you got this, boys. Let's make it happen.
He watched as Andy stroked his juice.
Andy
what the fuck was that?
You've done nothing but come into this season, kick the fuck out of us and our season, and then just lose every game horribly since then. You know what? Sorry. Okay, that was
maybe it wasn't a Bryce Young problem after all. Panthers still suck.
This is why I was anti-bench Bryce Young. Not only because Dave Canales backed him all offseason and during the regular season, but like, was it really worth it? Is there really that big of a difference between the two quarterbacks? This team is so bad that was having the red laser pointer come in for one game and beat our shit-ass team worth it for the destruction of Bryce Young's confidence? I don't think so, bro. But yeah, in conclusion, after careful analysis of this hard-fought game, diving into the deep analytics and watching the film, I can confirm the Panthers are bad. And the game was over at halftime despite Jaden Daniels going down with a rib injury. And although...
Yeah, is he good, though? Because I did hear about that.
Been overwhelmingly positive so far. We'll see. Hopefully Jaden Daniels isn't taken by the football gods, too. So maybe we can at least have some fun.
That's why I said he got to put on more muscle, bro.
Najee Harris, Pittsburgh Steelers. 106 yards. He did it on the road in Vegas.
You know, Coleman,
I ain't gonna lie, John Gruden scared me right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it's the 2014 Tub Frog talking to me, but I don't know. My nostalgic bone needed to be itched, and this game kind of did it for me, because although in the beginning it looked like the Jets could actually run away with this game, because their offense looked way more explosive with Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Devontae Adams, but
that deep shot was crazy.
After a very, very slow start and had some pretty terrible throws, started
like,
actually balling. Turns out the main difference between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields is going to be the deep ball. Russell Wilson still has the ability to throw a picture-perfect ball every now and then, and it looks like George Pickens is going to benefit greatly from a permanent Russell Wilson starting quarterback job. And I don't know, there still were a lot of plays that would have ended differently with Justin Fields, but this game, those plays were not.
Let's see Pickens against the number one corner, though, because he was not even on Sauce, bro.
The Steelers' offensive line did a pretty good job for most of the second.
He was not going against Sauce that whole game.
Ran away with the game. And
plus, I think Sauce got hurt this game, too.
The Jets have 2 wins, and they still think that they're Super Bowl contenders. I don't understand. Yes, they kind of have the pieces on paper, but it's too late. The season's pretty much already over, and they have sold their soul to Aaron Rodgers, who, I don't know, I do believe is getting a little too much hate, but I also understand why it looks so bad from an outside perspective. And if he doesn't figure out a way to turn this ship around in the next couple of games, it's over. Their season is over, and Aaron Rodgers' career will probably also end. So, who am I kidding? Of course it's not going to change. It's the fucking Jets.
Well, hey, bro, I still feel so bad for Chris Godwin, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang.
Damn, I was
Like,
hoping
bruh.
for a really good football game, and it looked like it could be that way early on with the Bucks taking a 10-0 lead, but then everything just completely fell apart for Tampa Bay after Baker ended up having that Mike Evans dot, which was dropped and then led to a Mike Evans injury. Baker then threw a pick, and then one drive later threw another pick, and from there the Ravens just absolutely ran away with the game, and it turned into a blowout because Tampa Bay just made too many mistakes to beat a team as good as the Ravens, and they couldn't hang and ended up allowing 28 unanswered points. It was just an absolute...
No, it was 30. It was 34 unanswered,
Once
actually.
again, he just put up one of the most efficient games a quarterback has ever played, and it's just another Monday night for him. He's done this multiple times in the last few seasons. It's ridiculous what he can do out there. Lamar is damn near going to win his third MVP, and if the Ravens can keep it up, he might win it unanimously. This dude is already basically a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he is only going up from here. So this was a statement win.
All he needs is a ring, bro. And I feel like that's what we're going to get this season. Because, like, let's be for real. Who is legit stopping Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson? Let's be for real. Because Lamar has never had a running back like Derrick Henry at all, like, throughout his whole career. And now that he does, bro, defenses have no choice but to respect the run. And you know what's happening with that, bro, is going to open up the pass game. And that's why you see Lamar throwing the ball a lot more efficient, you know what I'm saying, and throwing for a lot more yards this season. He almost had 3 consecutive games with 300 yards passing. And he just threw for 5 touchdown passes. Like, bro, Lamar is balling this season.
Godwin ended up just breaking his ankle, and now he's...
Yeah, and I don't understand why the hell Todd Bowles still had the starting offense out there, bro, with like a minute left, down 10 points.
Is also down, so you just lost 2 receivers, and if Mike is gone for a long time as well, it is absolutely heart-wrenching to see this happen in your offense, and yeah, I don't know. Going forward, a wide receiver room led by Trey Palmer and Sterling Shepard is not looking good, so just...
McMillan got to step up for real, bro. Poor Justin Herbert.
Oh, God, the Chargers did it again. It looked like they might actually just take a commanding lead with momentum.
I just found out that's Jalen Reagor, bro.
Lead after Jalen Reagor would score, but he didn't. He fumbled, and the Cardinals got it back, and from there, we were locked into a fateful, boring... I can't even say chess match. It was just sort of like these two terrible teams just throwing little tiny dinks at each other. It was just... it was a bit of a snooze fest. But I don't know. The most entertainment I got for most of the game was watching Jim Harbaugh just lose his mind because really give me 49ers flashbacks. But yeah,
it's the best play of the game right here, bro.
Match between James Conner and Will Dissly. And Justin Herbert ended up playing really well in this game. He threw for 350 yards with nobody in the receiving room, but it just wasn't enough.
And then you got this nigga James Conner absolutely just stiff arming everybody into oblivion.
A little bit.
Nigga handing out stiff arms like Halloween candy, bitch.
Nothing. And after James
Halloween ain't here yet.
Play, Chad Ryland got another game-winning field goal. But still, this was just about as boring of a close game as you can possibly get. But I guess a close game is a close game, and the Cardinals now move into second in the division behind the Seahawks with the 49ers in third.
That is actually insane.
I still can't believe it. And also for the Chargers, I wouldn't be shocked if Mike Williams is a Charger in a few days, but we'll see. But before we go, you know what time it is. It's time for the Tub Frog Discord Awards, where I turn to you, the people, to see what you thought were the best and worst plays and players from Week 7.
Okay.
Without further ado, let's begin. Because I asked what you thought the best play was from Week 7, and I had to add it in there because I
oh
was
my
kind of...
gosh, bro. Damn. That is crazy, bro. The worst play. Wait, hold up. He said the best play. I said worst play. Best play is crazy, bro. Deshaun Watson, that's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
It would actually win, and it did in overwhelming fashion. Yeah, Deshaun Watson tore his Achilles and is out for the season. What a play it was. And then I asked what the best game was.
Obviously, yeah, this was obviously the best game.
Once again, for the second week in a row, this one's not very close. Chiefs 49ers could have been okay near the end, but it just wasn't good enough. Vikings Lions was truly the best game of the week in undisputed fashion. And then I asked what the best individual player performance was from week 7.
Lamar!
Like Jared Goff was going to have this one comfortably, and then Lamar Jackson just absolutely popped off on Monday. And
yeah, Lamar said, "Give me that, nigga."
I asked what the worst team performance was from Week 7, and I don't know. I voted for the Panthers, but I guess the Jets took this one.
Wow.
It wasn't a good.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that because of how much talent they have on their roster, bro. Let's keep it a buck. There's no reason this team should not be putting up 30 points a game.
But the Panthers lost by 40. I don't know.
But that we expect the Panthers to get blown out. You know what I'm saying? Not the Jets. With all this talent they got. Like, no.
But whatever.
Like, no.
I guess the Jets were pretty bad. And then I asked what the worst individual performance was from Week 7. And without Deshaun Watson, this poll was wide open. And Brock Purdy ended up coming in and taking it by the throat.
Stop, bro.
He was absolutely terrible and the main reason the Niners lost. And then I asked what the best mythical Pokemon was. And I didn't include all of them. Okay, I can only have 10, so it ended up going to Arceus, which is, hurts for my boy Darkrai, but it is what it is. So anyways, if you like this video, then subscribe.
Hey, man.
I got a lot of videos on the channel.
I want to know what you guys think, you know what I'm saying, about Week 7, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see what the hell Week 8 gonna bring, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that the trade deadline ends after Week 8, I believe, too. So we about to see a lot of crazy trades coming soon. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Hopefully, the top trades I do want to see Max Crosby getting traded to the Lions. Even though that's probably not going to happen, I would love to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely do need a big replacement for Aiden Hutchinson. Even though they still played good without Aiden Hutchinson, I would still love to see Max Crosby on the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Kupp getting traded, I think I want to see that. Buda Baker, you know what I'm saying? For my Ravens, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see either us trade for Zadarius Smith, Cooper Kupp, or Marshawn Lattimore. Those are the top 3 on my list right now. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos y'all want me to react to. Without further ado, I'm out. Gang!